Hi everyone, it's Paddy here from arithmetichub.com, thanking you for choosing this video, but reminding you that whilst this is one method to solve questions like this, it's not the only method. With that being said, let's explore this concept a little bit further.
Hi everyone, so today we're having a look at column multiplication. Now, some of these questions that you can see here are 3-digit by 1-digit multiplications, some of them are 4-digit by 1-digit multiplications. So the video is for either of those sorts of methods really. Or either way, it's going to be column multiplication that we are doing. So let's have a look at what the method tells us to do for these types of questions. So we've got 328 times 5 here. Now you'll notice it isn't set up in a column yet. So the first step of our method says set up your column method. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is set up your column method. The second says write out the multiples of what you are multiplying by. The third, multiply by your ones column, then tens, then hundreds, and etc. Because you might go into thousands, you might go into 10,000s. And then finally, the fourth one says, when carrying, ones go in the column, the tens get carried one column to the left. I'm going to show you what I mean by that later as we go through these. So, let's start off with the first thing we need to do. 328 multiplied by 5. First step of the method, set up your column method. So we've got 328 and we're going to multiply it by 5. Okay, the second step says write out the multiples of what you're multiplying by. So I might not need to do that for my 5 times tables, but just to help us out here and to get us used to these good habits, what I can do is I can write out the multiples of 5. Now I normally write them out on this side, but I've got a bit more space over here. So I could do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, I'm just going to stop there for now because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lots. The highest I'm ever going to need is 8 lots in this question. So that might be helpful. For your 5s, you probably don't need to do it. Okay, so the reason why we write out the 5s as well is because all of these digits are going to be multiplied by 5. We're not going to write out our 8s and our 2s and our 3s. All of these are going to be multiplied by 5. So we start off by writing out the 5s because we're multiplying each of these by 5. Okay? So write out the multiples of what you're multiplying by. I've done that. Okay? Number 3 says multiply by your ones column, then your tens, then your hundreds. So I can put these in if I need to. Ones, tens and hundreds. So we're going to start off doing 5 times 8, then we're going to move to 5 times 2, then 5 times 3 because we've got our ones column, then our tens column, then our hundreds column. So the first calculation I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 times 8 is 40. I might know that, or I might have had to use that, okay? Now, the problem when we've got a question like this or an answer like this is I can't put 40 in our ones column, can I? I can't write 2 digits in one column. So if I'm writing 40, what I need to do is I need to put, so if I've got the number 40, I've got ones and I've got tens. If I'm writing 40, I need to put my ones down and my answer over here in the ones column or the column I'm multiplying by, and my tens I'm going to carry into the next column. So here we were multiplying the ones column. My 0 went down the ones, and my 4, which were the tens in this question, go into the tens column. So when I do this multiplication here, I'll know to add 4 on. It's very important that we add the 4 and we don't times the answer by 4 or anything like that. This is 4 tens that we need to add to whatever our answer is over here. So now I'm going to move from my ones column to my tens column, and I'm going to do 5 times 2. 5 times 2, I know is going to be 10. If I need to check 5, 10, I can do that there. So my answer is going to be 10. 5 times 2 is 10. I need to add the 4, remember from what we said before. So I need to do 10, add 4. 10 add 4 is going to give me 14. The 4 goes in the tens column, which is what we're multiplying by, and the 1 goes over, it gets carried over into the hundreds column. See how this looks like 14? See how 5 times 8 looks like 40 because we've got 4 tens and 0 ones, and now our answer is 14 over here. We've got 1 10 and 4 ones. So now what I would do is I would do 5 times 3. 5 times 3 I know is going to be 15, but I can check if I need to. 5, 10, 15, all with the numbers that I've written down over here, the multiples that I've written down over here, sorry. 5 times 3 is 15, add the 1, remember, so we're going to add the 1. 15 add 1 is going to give us 16. 6 goes in the hundreds column because it's what we're multiplying by, and then I can carry the 1 down here, or I can just put it over here because I don't have to multiply anything else. So our answer to 328 times 5 is going to be 1,640. I can write it in here as my answer. Okay, let's have a look at this next question. The next question says 467 times by 3. So again, I'm going to set up my columns like I did last time. 467 multiplied by 3. Before I tell you what it is that you need to do next, have a little look at your method. I've set up a column method. What do I need to do next? I need to write out the multiples of what I'm multiplying by, don't I? So, what I'm multiplying by is 3. 7 is going to be multiplied by 3, 6 is going to be multiplied by 3, and 4 is going to be multiplied by 3. I don't need to write out all my 7s, all my 6s, all my 4s, and all my 3s, because all of them are going to be multiplied by 3. And the highest digit is 7, so I can write down 7 lots of 3. So, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the first question, the first part of the question, let me put on my place value columns as well, is 7 times 3. Let me check that I've done everything in my method so far. Have I set up a column method? Yes. Have I written out the multiples of what I'm multiplying by? Yes. The third part says multiply by your ones column, then the tens, then the hundreds. So I'm going to start my ones column. 7 times 3 is going to give me 21. Let's just check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 3 is 21. The ones go in the ones column there like that. The 2 is there were 2 tens in 21. Again, my answer was 21. See how it looks like 21. 21 has 1 in the ones column and 2 in the tens column. So we put the ones column in, we carry the tens column. Okay, now we've got 3 times 6 because we've done 3 times 7 or 7 times 3. So we move from our ones to our tens. 3 times 6 or 6 times 3. Okay. That's how to use the 3s we've got written over here to help us out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 times 3 is 18. But we had our 2 that we'd carried before, didn't we? So 18, we need to add the 2 on, remember. So 18 add 2 is going to give me 20. 20 has 0 in the ones column and 2 in the tens column. So see how it looks like 20. So we've carried the 2, we've written the 0 in. Now we move from our tens column to our hundreds column. And we're going to do 4 times 3, or 3 times 4. Okay, 4 times 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Or if I needed to check it, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 3 is going to be 12. Add the 2, 30, 40, 14, like that. Okay, so our answer is going to be 1,401. 467 times 3 is 1,401. Okay, let's do this last one then. 1,286 times 8. Now, I'm just going to get rid of this. So we've got a bit more spacing so we can see it's a little bit more clear, okay? 2,186 times by 8. First step of the method, set up your column method, okay? So, I'm going to give myself a little bit more space over this side. 2,186, and I'm multiplying it by 8. Now I've got thousands, so I can do put my place value columns in. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Have I set up a column method? Yes, I have. Second part, write out the multiples of what you're multiplying by. So now I'm going to need to write my 8s out. Now 8s are probably the most challenging times table we've looked at here. 5s, 3s and 8s. So I probably am going to write these 8s out just to help me out. If you're really confident on your 8s, you don't need to do that. Okay, so I'm going to write my 8 times tables out to help me out over here. 8, 16, 24, 32. Now if I look at this, I've got 4 lots here. The highest value I'm going to need is 8, so I'm going to go up to 8 lots of 8, aren't I? So at the moment I've got 4 lots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, and 64. Okay, let me just check I've got 8 lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I know that I'm going to be able to answer this 8 times 8 over here if I need to. Okay, so I've got 2,186 times 8. Exactly the same as I have done. Multiply by a ones column, then tens, then hundreds, and in this one I'm going to be using thousands. 8 times 6, I'm going to use my multiples down here to help me out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 times 6 is going to give me 48. 8 ones, 4 tens, 48, and it looks like 48. We've carried the 4, we've written the 8 in. Okay? We've done our one, we've multiplied by our ones column, now we're moving to our tens column. 8 times 8. 8 times 8 I can use my multiples for to help me out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 8 was 64. 64 I need to add 4 onto as well because I've carried my 4, haven't I? So 64 add 4, 65, 66, 67, 68. 68 is my answer, so 68 has 8 ones and 6 tens. 8 goes in the tens column which we were multiplying by. We carry the 6 because it looks like 68. Okay, so now I've got 8 times 1. 8 times 1 is just going to be 8. But don't forget, we need to add our 6 on as well, don't we? Because we carried our 6 before. So 8 times 1 is 8. Add the 6 is going to give me 14. Again, 4 goes in the column that we were using because we were using our hundreds column, and then we carry the 1 into our thousands column. We carry the 1 into the next column over, and it looks like 14. 8 times 1 was 8. 8 add 6 is 14. It looks like 14 here. Okay. Finally, we need to do 8 times 2. Okay, we need to do our thousands column. We've done our ones, we've done our tens, we've done our hundreds. Now we need to do our thousands. 8 times 2 is going to give me 16. 16 add 1 is going to give me 17. Again, I can write 17 like that and then put the 1 in here, or I don't need to because there's no more multiplication that I'm doing, so I can just write the 1 straight in our next column, which would be our 10,000s column. So our answer to 2,186 times 8 would be 17,488.
If you found this video useful, then I would massively appreciate you liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you want to explore more methods or practice using the method we've looked at here, why not check out the teacher videos at arithmetichub.com. Arithmetic Hub has videos just like this on different methods, specifically targeting areas needed in Key Stage 2. There you can practice one particular skill or generate your own sets of calculations designed to challenge your understanding of all the topics covered in Years 3 to 6.